Let's get into news. The first item on the list is we have TSM news. Okay,
Mhm.
so we're talking about TSM. Let's go to it. Okay, so this was reported. God, was it yesterday? I think it was
Oh,
yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. It was reported that TSM CEO and founder uh, Reginald is an asshole,
he's a bully.
and all I have to say is, what a surprise! What a
What a
surprise!
surprise.
I it, to okay. To be fair, um, I just like I don't know what it is, but like they're just like whenever stuff like this comes out, where like the executives are just like a complete asshole, I'm just not shocked about it. I'm just like, well, yeah, of course he is. The team has been incredibly successful. He hasn't really had any issues getting any funding. They've never like really struggled as a brand. So of course he's going to keep being the same way he always is. Which if he was an asshole before, he's not going to stop being an asshole when things are working. So anyway, uh, this was amid anonymous accusations or allegations, excuse me, allegations from staff, former staff, current staff, and they're remaining anonymous because they're afraid of their job security, which is fair. According to some of the allegations, he would tell people they're stupid to their face. He would spend an hour talking about how dumb people are. He would yell at people during meetings, telling them they're stupid. He basically do everything you're actually not supposed to do. It's like you're not supposed to do any of the things he's doing, and he's doing. So I, I just that was like the short version of this. The article goes into a lot more detail regarding what he was doing, but he was just he wasn't. I don't think there was anything regarding physical abuse, but it was more just like he was bullying people and he was telling them they're dumb and stupid to their faces. He would spend hours and hours at a time doing that. He would call them after work and yell at them and tell them it was like that verbal abuse and bullying, not anything, nothing physical from what I've seen so far. So, whole article talks more about it. Riot Games is investigating. I mean, of course they're investigating. It's more of a question of like what what happens if he actually like all the allegations are found to be true. Like, what do you do in this situation? Like, okay, you fire him, right? And
Probably. I don't know.
yeah, but here's the thing though that
I
I
mean,
want
he's
to.
the owner. He's the owner of the team.
Yeah, but so what do you? So here's my question though. Like, he's the founder of the team. He has quite a bit of ownership here. He probably doesn't have as much as he did before they got some venture funding. But the thing is, you just like you. How do you fire him? You do. You just say he's not the CEO. He just gets he just gets fired. That's that's it. Like he still has a board. The rest of the board, I'm sure, could just go, "Hey, you can't. You know, you got to go. You got to resign." Especially if like Riot does find that the evidence is proven. Riot is going to also sanction them in probably a different way. But I mean, even if he like gets fired as CEO, he still has a bunch of equity. Like he still makes out just fine. Like that's the thing too is like the ownership and equity that he has in the team is what really matters.
Yeah.
So
Like they could probably make him step down as like a more active role, but they can't force him to sell the team. Like
yeah,
if he wants to keep his shares or equity or whatever it is in the team, they can't force him to sell it.
which would be
Like
the real punishment. That would be a
yeah.
real punishment. Actually, that would be a real serious. But like just telling him to step down, that's like that to me. Like yes, he loses the position, but that to me is a slap on the wrist, actually, because it's like okay,
I mean,
well,
they'll probably fine him too.
yeah,
But
that too, I would imagine. But it's just like it's not like he'll be fine. He'll still be fine. So his ego is be blasted if he steps down. Yeah, that's true. No, that is true. But ultimately, like stepping down isn't as bad as like, oh, you have to sell your own. That would be like a really big. So, Spoon, any like, I kind of spoke the most in this so far, but a- anything like specifically you're thinking about that is for this one? Like I mean, TSM's like a legacy brand. They've been around a long time. So
Yeah. I like how old is Reggie at this point? I don't even know. He's
he's
in his
29
20s.
or 30.
Almost 20. I was gonna say, yeah, he's in like his upper 20s, something like that, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's another case of, you know, another upper executive basically. People are too afraid to call them out, and they're just taking advantage of their power. And part of it could be immaturity. He was a kid when he probably founded the team, and they started in league and all that. But you know it seems like Reggie needs to grow up a little bit. Again, I don't know him personally, obviously, or very much about him, to be honest, other than what I saw when he played on TSM, which was a long time ago now. But
yeah,
just more examples of just like abuse of power, and people just not being held accountable for their actions because they're in a position of power.
yeah. Well, in this case, yeah, I mean, in this particular case, people are finally coming forward, but they have to do it anonymously
Yeah.
because like the big fear is always I'm gonna get fired for doing. Which if you did get fired for doing, probably just go after them. But um, TSM's been around. He founded it, and I think they said he founded it when he was okay. So 9 years. Let's just say it's 9 years. Um, I I think that the product of this is simply like the, this is the simplest explanation for this. Look, he's been doing it since he was 20. It hasn't failed him yet. So if he's going to be an asshole at one point and he's doing well doing it, why would you ever change doing what you're doing? So that's like, I think that's just
Yep.
literally the thought process. It's like, well, me being an asshole gets results, but that's not actually like the truth. That's not the nugget of truth in that. But like people think that way. Oh well, if I'm a dick, like, and it's working, like I'm just gonna keep doing it. But that's but the problem is like it's like you're not like necessarily reading between the lines. You're just taking at face value that you think being an asshole is working. It's probably something else. It's like it's probably because your team was good, or it's probably because the people working for you are doing an excellent job, or there's probably something else going on. Being an asshole though is definitely not the reason why things are working. I just I can't get over that, and I think that is exactly what's going on. And I hope something happens if it is true. I hope something happens. I hope that gets more than a slap on the wrist for that, because that's like potentially 9 years of it.
Yep.
It's like wow, just let it go for 9 years. Um. Anyway, any other thoughts on Reggie being a douchebag?
Nope.
Okay. Uh. Well, Humankind. We're gonna talk Humankind. Uh. First DLC for Humankind. Spoon. Cultures of Africa. Available for pre-order. Coming out 20th.
Yep. Next
Okay.
Thursday.
Coming out the 20th. More cultures from Africa. Each era is getting a culture. Um, various different culture types. So we have, um, we have some expansionists. We have several agrarian cultures. Looks like we got a
Three.
merchant and a militarist culture in there. So there's some variety. There's some. No science culture in there. I noticed. Um, there's probably one other I'm missing. Is there like an influence based missing?
No, there's
Expansion.
three. There's three agrarian, an expansionist, a merchant, and a militarist.
Right, but there's no science based one. There's no scientific one.
There are scientific cultures.
No, I for this DLC.
Oh no, not for the
Yeah,
DLC, but I
I'm
mean in
specifically
general.
talking about the DLC. There's no scientific culture for this. I'm just pointing it out, like what's missing. But there's like some good variety. Um, and adding events and wonders also comes with the DLC. And the DLC comes out to a whopping $8.99. However, Spoon, you said it was discounted 10%.
Yeah, so
Um,
it's $8. It's $9 usually. It's $8 if you buy
okay,
an or 8.10.
so
Sorry,
you save $1.
you save 90 cents.
Yeah, there you go. So okay, first off, my first comment is I think that's a good price.
Yeah, I think it's really reasonable as well. It's $9, like not very much.
I think it's reasonable. That's why the first thing I thought was like that seems like a reasonable price. Especially for adding like a culture to each era, plus some events, plus some wonders.
I mean, it's 10% more cultures than the game had at
Yeah,
start. Like each era has 10. So, or sorry, yeah, each era has 10.
yeah,
So there's
um,
60 cultures in the game. You're adding six more. There's 66 now.
yep. And I'm sure that like let's see, the game released October, right?
August,
August, really?
August.
So that's first DLC coming out a couple months like this, like four months after, a little bit more than 4 months actually. Pretty good timing actually. Pretty good timing on that. Um, I mean, what do you think about the addition of these cultures and all that coming in at like $9? We'll just say $9 for now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's a good price. I think it's a fair price. They're at least in the past, I think their DLCs tended to be a little more substantial than this. This one is it's not very much. It's six new cultures to the game. It's four natural wonders and one buildable wonder.
Okay.
Um so yeah, the only buildable wonder was the Great Mosque, I think, the Great Mosque of Djinn, or
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Gen. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, and then you have four natural wonders, Lake Natron, Mount Kilimanjaro, Victoria Falls, and Zuma Rock.
Yep.
Um, and then some new, I don't know, something like 15 more like narrative events or something, which is it's nice. It adds some variety to the game, but it's just not a very substantial DLC. Um, I'll be curious as to see if there's going to be another patch that comes along with this DLC, another patch that adjusts some more things
Okay.
in the game. They've made some nice changes up to this point. Obviously the game is better than when it released, but you know, some of the bigger things that we talked about still aren't fixed. Like religion is still basically the same as it
Okay.
was. They made a few minor adjustments to it, some balance things, but there's still like you still can't earn any fame from religion, which I think is one of the biggest problems with it. Um, yeah.
Okay.
Um, and
I
then they made some other changes. They made like the expansionist cultures, or it's way easier to get the expansionist stars now. They reduce the number of territories it requires
yeah.
to get those expansionist stars. So expansionist cultures are actually really good now. Early in the game, like in the ancient era, like each star is one territory. So if you get three territories attached, you get the gold star for the expansionist
Oh,
in the first
wow.
area. So it's really easy
That's
now, actually.
really
It
easy to
goes
do.
it goes more and like it scales up like the later in the eras you go. But yeah, early
Yeah.
on, expansionist is really powerful. It's really easy to stack up fame with expansionist stars now.
Yeah.
In the
That
early
seems
eras.
ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Um. Okay. Well, I think it's a good DLC. I mean, like $9, you get more cultures, so there's some replayability value back beyond what you already had. Depends on how the cultures end up, you know, looking when you actually play them. But I think it's ultimately good, and I think a lot of their focus has been trying to clean up the game more and add some balance. So I can understand, a DLC not being as comprehensive as the game needed some more. So I'm like obviously I'm not used to their other games, but I'm largely um, excited about this.
Hmm.
So I think at some point I'll actually look to pre-order the DLC,
Yeah.
and that'll be a good
Com-
excuse to play it again.
Comes out in like a week. It comes out in like a week. It's a week from
Yeah,
tomorrow. So
yeah, next Thursday it seems. So I'll have to hop on that, get that set up, and give it a shot. Haven't played a long time. So any other thoughts regarding Humankind's first DLC?
nope. I think yeah, that's about it. Again, I'm interested to see whether it's kind of just gonna be this, or if they're gonna have like a patch along with it that has some more balance changes in it. They haven't said about that yet, so we'll see.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Next, we have Pokemon Arceus dropped an official adventure trailer. Um, I'm not gonna play the audio.
Probably a good idea.
So here it is. Maybe there's like, I don't know if there was like actual voice. Oh yeah, so here there was some like narration here. So this is just like official trailer of the game showing some of the views. Um, they didn't really this isn't really a deep dive into gameplay or anything. Just kind of like showing off the game, a little bit of what you may or may not do. They've had trailers like this, like not exactly like this in the past, but somewhat similar. Um, so this came out 2 days ago, and this game comes out
In a
uh
couple of weeks.
yeah, a couple weeks. I think at the end they show the actual date. But I think it's end of this month, so there it is. There was available January 28th. Pokemon Legends Arceus for the Switch. Um, that was the trailer. It was pretty short, but game's coming out really soon, so it was kind of expected that some kind of last trailer would show up. I watched this. I'm I know that there are people that are excited about this. I'm actually not particularly excited about it. I'm lukewarm on it. But I'm okay. I'm okay to be surprised that it is a wonderful okay with that. But I personally don't feel super excited about it. So my take is I'm gonna just patiently wait. It'll never go on sale, but I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about it in the past. I think this game could be really cool and has a lot of potential. The game doesn't look exceptionally good. Unfortunately, it's a Switch game. Um, but that's always going to be the case with Nintendo. Pokemon is never going to be on anything else. I guess it's on mobile a little bit with some mobile games,
Yep.
but Pokemon is never going to be on PC
No.
basically,
Never. Never.
or the
Never.
other
Never.
or the other consoles. So it's
No.
either going to be
Never.
Switch or mobile. That's going to be your only option. So
Yeah.
or well, I guess they don't have another handheld console anymore, but when they did, DS. But um, yeah, I mean the game doesn't like visually it doesn't look exceptional. I think it looks decent for a Switch game. Um, there are definitely better looking Switch games out there. I think, including better looking open world games. We all know I'm not the biggest fan of Breath of the Wild, but I think Breath of the Wild blows this game out of the water in visuals.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
And
does.
that game came out like 5 years ago almost now. So um, yeah, I don't know. Um, but I think it has potential to be fun. Um, we'll see. We'll see. We still don't know a lot about the gameplay. We've said that it's all going to be about you know exploring and catching Pokemon and building the very first Pokedex basically
Right.
of this region. Um, so I think it has a lot of potential to be fun and really fun to just like explore the region and catch Pokemon, and the battles look a little different than what we're used to. We don't exactly know the specifics of how the battles are going to work. I assume it's going to be similar to Pokemon, but probably a twist here or there.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think the game has a lot of potential, and we'll just kind of have to see once it comes out. Um, People have been asking for this open world Pokemon idea for a very long
It's
time, and
yeah.
they're finally doing it.
It
So we'll
feels
see.
like ever since like something like Skyrim, something like that came out. Like every time we see an open world game like Skyrim, like Breath of the Wild, we're like, well, where's the Pokemon version? And here it is. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm super lukewarm on it. I this is basically the shot that I looked at and I was like, okay, this is a really not so pretty game. Um, I just like I can just it's just like that's why I'm partially that's why I'm lukewarm on it. I'm really interested to see how all this stuff piles together, and I'm not super sure. So I'm gonna be really keen on watching other people and then making my own conclusions from what I see from them. But as far as like getting this day one or anything like that, I'm not completely sold on. But
Yeah,
I know it's not gonna go on sale. I can't just wait. Is
Pokemon never goes on
it's
sale.
Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't do that. Their first party games don't go on sale. Um, so it's never gonna be like discounted. So I'm not gonna get that opportunity. But yeah, I'm just not there with this one. I'm really not. I want to be. I want an open world Pokemon game. So I'm like I'm kind of there with that kind of like anticipation. But I'm still super concerned about how this game is gonna look. But we'll see. I
Yeah,
I
and I
think
guess
if your open world game like
performance.
visually looks
perf-
like ass or like it doesn't look good and the performance isn't good, it like will completely.
Yeah, but that's one thing to be seen as well. If the performance is not
Yeah.
very good either, because
If
we
the
did see that like the very first trailer. It's looked a lot better since that first trailer. The first trailer they showed for this game, the performance was terrible, and it looked even worse than it does now, I think.
it looked
So
much worse than now. Like now, I mean, if this is actual like gameplay footage here, it looks much better, obviously. But like every time like I look at this game, I'm just like, I wish this wasn't a Switch game.
yep.
Every time I look at it, I only thing I can think of is, gosh, I wish this was on a different system. Because then you could really push the game quality. Also, the other thing that sucks about these kinds of games, you can't really mod them. It's really cool when you can mod open world games. Like the reason why Skyrim still exists is because of mods. This is the reason.
Yep. And they keep re-releasing it again and again and
That
again.
too, but the mods really keep it alive.
Yep.
So that kind of thing just like really enhances. You can't really mod a game like this. So I mean, like obviously Nintendo would never allow that. What? Just not official? Okay, yeah, you can't officially do it, but like I want an official selection of mods, something like that. But like yeah, people of course are gonna do that. But you know what I mean? Like this can't be officially modded. So um, I don't know. Like with open world games, I appreciate those ones that have that support. This game is good. That's like a bonus for me. So okay. Um, anything else with Pokemon Legends Arceus?
Nope. I
Oh,
think we'll just have to see.
I just hope it performs well. That's all. I just want it to perform. Okay.
That's
Oh God. Okay. We have to hold on. I do have to find the website for this. So give me a second. So this is the Konami celebrates Castlevania's 35th anniversary with NFTs thing. Okay. So let me just show this. So here's the actual page of the NFTs just for viewing. So this here's one. So I'm gonna click this one just for. So have there been any bids? Oh, there have been bids. People have bid on this. I don't even know what this currency is here. W Ethereum. So this is Ethereum, right? Like what's WEH? Is that Ethereum? I don't even know what this converts to. $946. Is that actually the amount? Somebody paid $946 for this. That can't be right. Is it? No way. Hold on. That's the conversion? So somebody's trying to buy this for $946.82. Am I reading that right? God, I hope not. That is correct. Why? Why are they bidding that much for this? Okay, I'm sorry. We'll have to dive into that further later. So and for Castlevania's 35th anniversary, we get NFTs. Not a game, not like a collection of games or any of that shit. You get some NFTs. So if you want some pictures and videos, Spoon, bam, get in there, and it only costs you $1,000
$1,000 for a 5-second GIF.
for a video. For a video that lasts 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Gorgeous.
Oh, it's actually a 2-minute, but it looks like it's the same thing looping over and over again to me.
Is it the same thing over? It's technically not. At the end, I think it loops. I think it loops at the end.
Yeah, okay. It's longer than I thought, but still, that's trash. Like,
No, it's butt.
regardless, I mean,
It's butt.
Konami is not salvageable at this point. They are fully off the deep end with nonsense. I thought their thing was pachinko machines, but I guess they saw NFTs and they're like, yeah, we'll get in on that too, and we'll slap, I guess, Castlevania this time. This is the shit they're gonna decide to smear across their beloved franchises.
Uh,
I wish Konami would like sell all of their video game franchises to somebody else and just let
Somebody who
other
cared.
people make games, and yeah, somebody who cares about their video game franchises, and then they can just fuck off and do whatever they want.
Yeah,
Like,
really. Like I wish that too. I really wish that because Castlevania is a beloved IP that I wish was taken care of. So apparently, um, commemoration of the 35th anniversary of the Castlevania series, NFTs featuring game scenes, BGM, and newly drawn art from the Castlevania series has been issued. There will be one copy of each NFT available for bidding. My favorite part of this, though, is and then infinite copies for everyone with a right mouse click. Um, and you can see all this, blah blah. And by the way, that's not even like false. I actually downloaded this video. I actually figured out how to do it. You can't actually
mhm.
right click on this, but if you have any brain and you understand how websites work, you can actually inspect the website, grab the source for the video that where it's being hosted, copy it, download the hosted source of the video, and then use it for your own leisure. And I can prove that right now. I am now a proud owner of an NFT. And I did this for the lulz because I wanted to prove how fucking stupid this is. Here it is. Here is I am the proud owner of Bloody Tears NFT. And it took me 30 seconds to do that. Aren't I awesome? I'm a proud
Yep.
owner of a $900 piece of video shit. The only thing I don't have is a receipt, but who gives a fuck? So, yeah, there you go. You'll be entitled to have your desired nickname listed as the first purchaser of the NFT on our website. Oh, somebody should have, man. I don't even think it's a meme to do. It's like buy it and then put "fuck Konami" as your nickname.
Yep. Fuck Konami.
Fuck Konami, or like eat my ass Konami as your nickname. That wouldn't even be funny because it's way too expensive. But you do own an NFT, so there's that, and it's unique. I don't know. Like there's like this like question answer section at the bottom, and it's just like the whole thing is just silly. I don't. I mean, like I get why game companies are doing this. They reserve the right to not accept my nickname. Okay, well, I reserve the right to have their NFT in my Google Drive. So there's that. But yeah, so I just like I understand why game companies are doing this because they like money, but this is like stupid. It, if any person can tell me the value add of having a game related NFT, I'll buy an NFT. If you can prove to me that NFTs are a value add on to any game, I will buy an NFT. But I guarantee there is no single person that can prove it because there's no value. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's a it's a picture. I don't even get the ones where it's like the stupid, ugly, like monkey ones that people keep putting on Twitter because they bought it. Anytime I see somebody with a Twitter profile of that monkey picture, I just immediately think they're an idiot. I'm like, oh, okay, so you're an idiot. Got it. I just like don't get it. I just don't get it. It's so dumb. Yeah, there's no value in this video. By the way, I can download it. I have it, and then I could easily copy it and redistribute it as much as I fucking wanted. And there you go. There's no more value in it. It's stupid. Except for the fact that I
Yep.
don't have an official receipt. Whatever. But who cares? It's a video. It I just oh god, Spoon.
Yep. Nope, I don't get it either. NFTs are dumb. I don't know.
There's no saving this too. Tell us how I really like I just there's just no they just don't help games. Every time somebody's like, let's just put an NFT in the game, it's like, okay, but why? But why? Who cares? Well, why would we put that in there? It doesn't actually add anything to it. It's stupid. I don't get it. So here you go. If you're really interested in buying Castlevania NFTs for I don't even know what the fuck these are. What are these? What even is this? What is this thing? Axe versus Phantom Bat. Oh my god. Oh god. It's just a video of Simon Belmont throwing an axe at a bat. Oh god. Oh. And somebody paid $500 for that. Oh god. Spoon, I can't do it anymore. I think I'm done. I
You
I
see,
I'm ready to leave the planet.
if I wanted that, I would just go to YouTube and look up a video of somebody playing through that game and watch it.
I,
That's
I'm
it.
I just like oh my god. Like I think we need to leave the planet. I think we need to go somewhere else. I think that coupled with the stuff that I've seen on the Elon Musk tunnel, the Tesla tunnel,
Yeah,
I'm ready to leave now.
the vacuum tunnel.
The vacuum tunnel that's actually just a hazard.
Yeah.
It just provides no benefit. Oh my god. I yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the funny part about this story the thing that I find a little bit funny about this story is that a bunch of companies have been like, they had like investor calls or they had announcements. Like Square had the announcement from like their president or whatever that was like, yeah, NFTs, blah blah blah, we're excited, etc. etc.
Yeah.
Investor call bullshit. I think Ubisoft was maybe hopping on this train a little bit too. Talk about NFTs. A couple different game companies. We have some quotes from different executives about like them thinking about implementing this. Konami didn't even talk about it. They just boom,
They just did
Castlevania
it.
35th, it's in there. We got NFTs. You want to pay us $1,000 for this dog shit? Here you go. Have fun.
It's
Konami don't give a fuck,
they
dude. They don't.
don't. They don't. I imagine somebody did some research on NFTs at Konami, and I swear to God, they're probably really happy they weren't wearing sweatpants because they were rock
They
hard.
were rock
They're
hard.
like, oh my God,
Oh my goodness.
we can sell people garbage and they'll pay $500
It's even
for it.
better than pachinko machines.
Oh
Oh
my
god.
God. it's like when EA saw loot boxes for the first time. They're like, oh god, they just had the biggest erection. Like it's just all these companies. It's like Ubisoft. I fully expected them to do it. Uh, yeah, you can only buy it with cryptocurrency. Also, it
Yeah.
has to be done with cryptocurrency with Ethereum. I
Yeah, so if you're not already a scumbag Ethereum miner, you're probably not getting in on this.
no, you're
Like,
not. I just like you're like it's just like I just don't. Oh. Anyway, I've lost faith in. I've lost some faith in. I can't do it. I have nothing. I have no more to say. Do you have anything else to say?
fuck Konami.
Yeah, just stay. Yeah. That's actually it. Screw Konami. Okay. Mario Kart 9 is reportedly in development with a new twist, and Nintendo could be set to tease the game this year. What's the twist? Oh, could be. There's
They
no.
don't,
They don't
they
even
don't,
say the twist yet. Obviously,
they don't know what the twist is. They're saying it's gonna have a new twist
it's gonna have a
because, you
twist.
know,
Oh, is it that the internet will work? Is it that the internet will work? Actually, I bet that's the twist. I bet that'll be the twist. Is that hey,
twist
Mario
is
Kart
the
9?
online service might work, but you have to pay
You
$25 a
you need to
month.
pay an extra
So
$30 for the online service to work. But I already pay for that. They always have a twist. There's a twist. No, guys, there's a twist. The Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still selling very well, but Mario Kart 9 is in active development. I can't wait for them to share that twist. I'm super excited.
the
Can't
twist is
wait.
that there's NFTs on all the
There's
tracks.
NFTs on the tracks. No, if that was the twist, I oh my god.
The item to
Oh.
pick up an item, you have to buy an NFT. Blue shell NFT.
Go ahead and tell us your Ethereum. What? I'm sorry. What? Give us your Ethereum. I don't have it though. Oh well, then you don't get the shell. You don't get the green shell. It's like, well, what the fuck? I just like, okay. Don't worry. Mario Kart 9's in development, and there's going to be a twist. It's like, okay, well, it's a new game. I hope there's a twist. I hope there's something different. I hope you didn't just prepackage the same game and call it Mario Kart 9.
I mean, Mario Kart 8 was pretty freaking good. So
Mario Kart 8 was pretty freaking good. So, if they did just prepackage it and put a 9 on it, I mean, there you go. But yeah, there's going to be a twist. Can't wait. I can't wait for the twist of NFTs in Mario Kart.
mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. I have nothing to say. I'm curious. I am curious. Mario Kart
Well,
8's been out for a minute. It's been out for a minute. So
yeah, Mario Kart 8 released on the Wii U. Let's not forget that. Like
it's been out for a minute.
they technically have not had a new Mario Kart game on the Switch. They re-released Mario Kart 8 as deluxe.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Should be interesting. I can't wait for the twist.
When do you think the next Shadow Drop Nintendo Direct is gonna be where they talk about all their games?
Uh when they talk specifically about Mario Kart or just the next Shadow
I
Drop?
don't no, whenever the next
Oh,
Nintendo Direct is, yeah,
I think it'll be at the beginning of next month.
beginning of next month.
I
All
think
right,
it'll be beginning of Feb.
I think it'll be this month sometime actually.
I think it'll be beginning of Feb. And they're gonna give us the 4 a.m. tweet of, "Hey guys, we're doing a direct.
In 3 hours.
We're doing a direct in 3 hours." It's like, fuck, on. Give us 24 hours notice. Give us 48, please. Like, hey, did you know there's a direct right now? No, you never said anything. Oh, yeah, you should come over. Anyway, I think there's going to be a direct next month. If there wasn't, if it was earlier, sure. That makes sense. I think that everybody's coming back from the holidays now, so there should be some activity near the end of this month at some point. Okay. Uh, the last bit of news we have is fans of Red Dead Online are really mad because Rockstar cares about Grand Theft Auto more.
hmm
And I only have this to say: Grand Theft Auto makes a fuck ton of money. Red Dead Online doesn't.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but they're gonna put all their effort into the Grand Theft Auto 5 game. It's it is the unfortunate reality because Red Dead Online It's just not making as much. It's just not. So they were most specifically they were upset because they're this like major event that's happening in Red Dead Online is an experience point event, which is like a weekend event type thing. But they just extended it for a whole month. So people are really that's what people are upset about. They're like, okay, you guys are just taking events that are supposed to be weekend events and just making them a whole month now. But again, like it's just like, and I know somebody was like, re- neglecting Red Dead Online for an 8-year-old outdated game known as GTA Online. Okay, but because GTA Online makes way too much money.
Yep.
That's why it doesn't matter if it's outdated. It makes a lot of money. So I just that's that's what people were upset about. And I'm just like, well, yeah, because GTA 5 does well. Uh, it's like Titanfall people being mad Apex got attention. Yeah, it is similar to that. It is similar to that to in some respect. But I would say that Red Dead Online really hasn't been out that long. Titanfall 2 has been out, for a bit. So like I think it's in that case it's actually more reasonable if we're just talking about like one thing's new and shiny compared to the other. In this case, it's just like GTA 5 just makes a shit ton of money.
Yep.
It doesn't. It just doesn't matter. Like Red Dead Online is the newer thing, but GTA Online
But
just makes. It's
it
just
didn't catch on like GTA
no,
did.
yeah,
So
didn't. So I'm yeah. Is it's like not surprising that they're not going to give as much attention to Red Dead Online. I mean, if you like playing it, I'm sorry that you're getting burned, but that's that's what's happening. Is Rockstar's actually putting all of its nuggets into GTA. That's what's going on. I would be surprised if they ever made a non GTA game. I would genuinely be surprised.
yeah.
I would actually be really interested if that happened. So okay, any other stuff about? I know you didn't have much, you know, on this one, but any other thoughts on the Red Dead Online? No, Rockstar doesn't give a shit about it. Post.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then that's where we're gonna pause the news here. So we'll be moving on to our game favorite games discussion. So um, this portion of it will be cut off right here.